Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. We have the first game between Infamous and Na'Vi already ongoing. But yeah, as you guys can see, I'm slightly too late. I expected the game to start a little bit later, but I was wrong and I do apologize. It does look like we have Infamous here grabbing a couple of pretty important kills. We have Isper Tony on a godlike streak, and it doesn't look like Crystallized knows where he is. Oh, the blink out. And it looks like Mr. Crystallized, even with the little tombstone there breaking the trees, not gonna be able to find a Tony. Alright, so we have a 1,000 gold lead here for Infamous, our South American team. And it looks like this is going to be the end of that engagement, at least for now. And hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are having a great day, because it's gonna get even better. We have the best games today. So yeah, let's check the items here. Looks like we have a Shadow Blade, Blink Dagger on the Tony, going for the standard Echo Saber. The Phoenix here, support most likely, very poor. Going for a new Scepter, probably wants to be able to lift the axe once he initiates. It's also pretty good against that Cursed Crown or just to stop the TA. Clockwork, with very few items too, has the Urn. Good versus breaking the refractions until there is a BQ onto that TA. Pepita, or Necrophos, with what seems to be an Aghanim Scepter that is incoming. Clinks, with the Solar Crest. That is one item that completely faded away, but pretty good versus the Husker. Doesn't have a lot of armor. And for now, he is going Heaven's Halberd. So, still going to be lacking on to that armor department, although the evasion, it is some sort of armor. This is definitely not a rerun. Hello, Freddy GC. Hope you're doing well. The axe with the Blink Vanguard, it looks like Force Staff is going to be his next item of choice. Dark Willow going for the Scepter. Pretty good at setting up those Cursed Crowns, but once the Scepter's onto the Radiant side already, it's not going to be that easy. Release gets the call, trying to lure the bird. Can the egg be procced? It looks like he won't be able to proc, and that is an important kill on the side of Na'Vi. But it looks like they also lose their poor little Chu. The tiny TP's back to his base. So very good engagement here. It is a 1-for-1 and both support force dying. So in a way, pretty even for both teams. What's up, JK? How are you doing? Hope you're having a great day. Actually, now that you mentioned that I am coughing, there's two things I need to do. First, I need to open my Monster Energy drink and get some caffeine because I'm kind of sleepy. Thanks. And the second one, let's get my cough meds. Just wait a minute. If we lose any kills, I'm sorry.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Let's get some aim. Oh no, they're gonna drop the tombstone as I open my medicine. It looks like that is dead and dying, but they do get the tombstone there. They're ignoring it for now, and the Reaper side is not gonna be able to get the kill once the TA. Oh, look at that. That is a double call with a beautiful Bedlam, and it looks like Mr. Pepita is gonna be forced to use his gold shot to disengage. It doesn't look like the TA wants to be close there, and look at the amount of zombies chasing this poor little Necrophos. Pepita, there's no way he's gonna get that kill. And this is going to be a 2-for-1 on the side of Infamous. Alright, now I'm ready to go. Okay, so the game is pretty much even. We have like this light lead for Na'Vi right now, but even in terms of kill score, it looks like both teams playing pretty well. Pretty evenly matched right now. The question is, who has the better late game? You have a Husker TA on one side with a Dark Willow support on the next against the tiny Necrophos Clinks. So usually I would say that the Na'Vi has the better late game. Like, TA is not the best late game hero, but if you look at the way the Clinks is building right now, not only his I heard initiation, and not only its initiation, it's on the TA, but the BKB will take the Urn off, and it looks like Schofield is going to be easily taken down, and now they're chasing for more. They do not find a call, but they are trying to get vision here with these traps in the high ground. It looks like Tiny gets level 18, and they will disengage, so they only lose the Clinks. But look at that, Crystallize, he might be out of position. Timado has an interest in this little husky. Can he? Yeah, there's no way. Blitz is nicely positioned here. If he goes for this, this is gonna be a disaster. Oh, and they're gonna get vision. They're gonna get vision with the sensors, but even then the X does not go. They pop the dust. They get vision. The trap slowing Timado down. It looks like the X might jump, but no, he's not gonna go for this. Oh God, sorry guys. Sorry. I ended up going for a date yesterday, and it was outdoors. So not only there was cold, I also drank. So yes, not really helping my voice, especially casting every day since last week. But yeah, it was a nice date. Timado eats himself some ogres. He's gonna get the extra damage. Are they going for a smoke? They already popped the smoke. So it looks like Timado is gonna try to follow up his team. The Radiant Scan does not find heroes here in this high ground area. In terms of Roshan, it looks like he's still not up. So we are in this weird time during the game where both teams, they don't want to hard commit, but they are looking to play a little bit, especially on the side of Infamous, since they have these heroes that are pretty good at just solo killing other heroes. Stop bragging if you have a life. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to brag. Anyways, Crystallize gets that halberd done. He looks like he's going straight up BKB. Pretty good item this game, you know, against the bird. Either against the Avalanche Toss, against that Reaper Sight, and it looks like they want to start and pressure this tower. They do get some high ground vision here, so I like that they are playing on the left side where there is no possibility of vision besides the traps that, by the way, are laid down, but Papita quickly claims one for himself. Can Elaine, can Whisper find his jump? He is looking for it, he is waiting, he needs a toss back, but it doesn't look like they're going to engage. The tower is going to fall, and now Necrophos is kind of baiting, kind of debating. There you go, the jump. Can they find? Oh my lord, it is a dead and die. It's not even funny. And now they get the egg, but the cogs just zoning them away. They're not going to have enough time. Can they get the egg? No, they can't. This is going to be a beautiful egg by the Phoenix. That is a dead Husker. This play was so good. Jesus Christ. It looks like they're trying to chase the TA, but the blink away thanks to refraction. But they get 3 kills. The cogs on top of the egg were so good. Schofield, God. Jesus, look at that little mustache. That was a thing to behold. That was amazing. TA looks like she's fine. They do ping her out. There is no refraction. Actually, there is refraction just now. Blink Dagger is on, so this. Oh, they're gonna get vision. Not only gonna get vision, they're gonna try and lift him up. Nice Brambos. It looks like the blink out from Magical is going to be okay, but Schofield's still looking for an opening. But there's a lot of traps, no hook shot. I think you have to get the hell out of here, Schofield.
Rock it on. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
All right.
Dire's structure.
Top lane. It looks like finally Papita will show up. His little boops onto that tower. Let's see if he can take it down. They can definitely take this down. Oh, it looks like Whisper finds the Undying. This is such a sad Undying. Oh, so Nico, boy. This guy died so much. This night he made his personal journey to constantly humiliate Nico. Feels pretty bad. Alright, it looks like we do have a lot of heroes from Infamous here. The jump is going to be on point. Can they get the kill? On, just go through this. They can. So those traps working very well against the roaming that Infamous is going for. You know, if you don't have a Shadow Blade, you're going to get easily spotted. They do get the lift here. Can they find the TA? A lot of damage flying onto Magical. The Terror is going to get dodged by the Phoenix. And now oh no, this is a double call. I think this is going to be an easy kill. Oh, the Curse Crown exploding twice. And the Infamous, suddenly they lose 4 heroes? What? And Roshan, oh no, Roshan is up. And they have 1 single buyback. So this is going to be the easiest Roshan of all time, I think. They do have the Clinks pushing top, and he needs to create some pressure because right now there is not much he can do. Oh no, he's so afraid. They were Roshi. He got the hell out of the lane, but look at that. Immortality gets called. It looks like the Aegis goes towards the TA, and the cheese is going to be on to Crystallize. The Heaven's Halberd is completed, as we talked about, and they still have a pretty decent duration onto the respawn timer of the Necros. Look at that. They're going to start pushing level 22 on Magical. And this team benefits so much from Aegis and Cheese, and now that that is up, I think they will try and hard commit Let's see how much they might go bottom, because right now they only have this tier 2, so they don't have any tier 2s besides the one that they just acquired. Yeah, so I think they're gonna try and clear up the outer towers first. We do see the Clockwork here getting the hell out. He completes his Giga Urn. It looks like, in terms of items here, the Clinks is going for that BKB, getting pretty close. The Necrophos is going for an Aeon Disc. Finished the Aghanim Scepter, which is pretty nice. Already talked about this boy. U-Scepter finally done, going for the Shiva's Guard. And some rewarding is starting to happen here by Infamous. They do find a lot of vision that Na'Vi used to have on their side of the map, but the price of that is 2 towers already falling. And look at that, they're gonna go for a quick smoke of this seat here. Let's see if they can find 1 kill. The TA is showing, so they want to try and use the vision from the TA to find another target, and it looks like Phoenix might be that target. The Sunray is here, they do get vision, so Nico's starting to get closer. They do ping the location of the Phoenix, and it's gonna break up the smoke. Hello, you thought you were running away, but they were exactly where you thought. They were not. In the bottom lane, we do see the little Tony pushing. He's going for, it looks like he, oh no, I think he finished the Crystallis, and now he wants to get himself in a South Grass. So, I'm gonna have to wait and see if he finishes that Daedalus, or if he just wants to get that extra armor. Pretty decent versus the TA, but this Husker, he's slowly getting to level 25, and then armor is not gonna save anyone, because it's gonna be a pure damage burning spears, and that is pretty strong, I heard. Gets himself the life break cast range. It's gonna be easy for him to just play around everyone. Yeah, Aghanim Scepter here onto the Necrophos, finally done, it looks like, as we already talked about. Yeah, we just have to wait and see when Na'Vi will hard commit for high ground. For now, it looks like they have their eyes set on this last tier 2 tower on the side of Infamous. And as it happens, it looks like Whisper is maybe looking for a kill, maybe just waiting for the lane to push so he can get a tower for himself. But yeah, the creep wave is not really helping. The TA traps, eliminating most of the creep wave, and look at that. It's going to take a while. Whereas on the side of Na'Vi, the creeps are almost here. The missile will give a little bit of vision, and yeah, that's where we are. Oh, there's a DD here. Oh, Schofield scouting. This is so important. Yeah, he's gonna get it. Or he's gonna guard it. Yeah, he gets double damage. Denying this from Na'Vi really allows Infamous some breathing room, because if they found a double damage, okay, so they're gonna place this ward here. I like it. They're gonna get better vision of the initiation from that X. For now, it doesn't look like the X was there, but he's coming. They also remove a ward here. Where are you from, Bowie? I am from Brazil, Allison. But thanks for asking. Oh, hello. Whisper. It looks like he tried to find Nico. Blitzy is going to start taking a lot of damage because of that strafe. But a Whisper, he's finally falling. The curse card is going to be here. But Nico, they don't have the follow-up damage, or do they? They have it. It looks like the Bellum was enough. And Timado, he is the sole survivor thanks to that BKB dodging the Terrorize. What a weird fight there. Pita, pretty close to the Aeon. This could die right now, but wouldn't have the buyback available. Speaking of Aegis duration, it looks like we have 50 seconds, so in a way, that Aegis allowed Na'Vi to open up the map. They were able to take every single tier 2 tower, but they really didn't hard press Infamous into the high ground. Maybe here they wanted to go, but then the fight started and everyone had to come back. So I wonder if they're gonna try and go. They have like 30 seconds, but there is a beautiful double siege wave coming towards the mid lane. Let's see how they're gonna play in against this. Oh, there you have it. Magical, he comes in. The U-Scepter is gonna be here. Do you pop your egg? Still holding on to the life break. He's gonna be forced to. No, he does not pop the egg. Has buyback, and there you have it. He's gonna pop his buyback. Crystallized. So low in HP, and now he attacks like a madman. This is going to be a dead tower. I kinda like that he heals the egg just because the Aegis is about to expire. So if he pops that egg there, even if they kill the TA, it does not matter. The TA will have a second life, so they're just trying to wait it out a little bit. But the melee barracks, I'm not sure they have time to wait. This is going to be the first one of the game, and Na'Vi already with a 5,000 gold lead. They do get the diffusal blade onto Sonico. It looks like he is going to fall. Another catapult, another tombstone drops, and they will be forced to disengage here. Most people outside of the US have amazing English. It is pretty common second language. Yeah, I would say it's a pretty common single language, but I wouldn't say my English is beautiful or that most people speak beautiful English. I think, at least from my experience in Brazil, most English is kind of but whatever. Hey boy, I love your YouTube things I learned. Trying to see your streaming more often here. Thanks, man. Really appreciate you guys being here. It's awesome. So, this game is only a 4,000 goal lead 37 minutes in, but not only I think that the Infamous draft makes worse use of gold than Na'Vi, I also think that they have the momentum on their side. The first melee barracks just fell down. You know, you have a Tiny this year needs to be playing from ahead, and he did such a good job. You know, he's 15-4, but TA is a pretty good counter to Tiny, just because a lot of damage is going to be like those heroes that do a lot of big instances of damage. Oh, look at that! And Actos is 100% done. It looks like his A on this gets used, and it doesn't matter. He dies anyways. Now Whisper, he was waiting in the high ground here. It looks like Blitzy. Oh, they're gonna pop a smoke. Maybe they had vision. I don't know. It was nighttime. Okay, they smoke onto Sonico breaks, they get vision, but everyone is here, Timado. You're gonna get called. The Sunray trying to revive him. It looks like he's going to be okay for now, but the BKB onto Crystallize just makes it so easy to get the kill onto Whisper. Clockwork's gonna be next. The Shadow Blade is not enough. They're gonna get the egg. This is a massacre, and it looks like the killers are called Na'Vi. Timado is the sole survivor here. He's gonna find himself an Arcane Rune, but this game is not looking good. The first buyback is going to be the Tiny. Phoenix did die back, so there is no possibility of her being here. And even if she was alive, the egg was already used during that fight. So this is probably going to be the second lane of barracks. They're gonna buy back the Necros here. Clockwork also going for this. The TP, can they repel Na'Vi? And even if they can, is this good enough? Alright, they do get an initiation here onto Magical. The 4-step away. Nice call onto the Necrophos. He is going to be forced and pop the Ghost Shroud. Oh no, the 3% is not going to be enough. Now they choose Ultra Crystallize, allowing him to re-engage. Can they get a second call? They will have one. And there you have it. No attack onto... Okay, they do get a kill onto the Husker. Now they're chasing Sunico. They will find a little and die. Tombstone's going to get laid out. And this looks like a pretty good turnaround by Infamous. Somehow they're going to get 3 kills here. They did commit a lot of buybacks. The gold advantage did increase towards Na'Vi. But yeah, that is a pretty decent fight. Let's check the damage arena here. It looks like a lot of damage coming from that Clinks. A lot of damage coming from that little Tony. 89 people watching. Pathetic stream. Time to live. Yeah, sure. Find a stream that works for you, man. Have fun. Everyone has, you know, what they think is a good stream. Some people like cozy streams with less people, less toxic chat like you. And there's people that like big streams. A lot of people talking at the same time. Enjoying yourself. Now, in the middle lane, it looks like they want to push, but I think those little traps, they're going to destroy the creep wave. I'm not sure. Oh no. You guys were waiting here for so long, but I think your dream of actually taking this tower is, yeah, it's just a dream, because the backdoor protection is gonna be up, and I'm not sure you guys can go through it. Now, Schofield, he finds himself a little bounty rune, will scout a double damage, which is quite potent onto the Clanks. So let's see if Timado here can find an opening. Oh, Roshan is up. Roshan is up and here's double damage. Infamous. Is this the turnaround you guys were waiting for? Look at the speed that Roshan is dying here. Even if the Undying already set up, I think this is not going to be okay. Okay, so this is a refresher shard. Oh boy, Infamous, they get lucky. Oh, the toss back onto Sonico. It looks like you are about to find Andy once again. The Reaper will find that kill, but look at that 2 tombstones. Can they remove the Zeg? Oh yes, they can. The attack speed from that Husky is no joke, and it looks like they're gonna lose everyone. The Aegis. Oh no, they're gonna find the poor Necrophos here, and it looks like the only way out is his Ghost Shroud. Let's see if he can buy enough time. The Scepter is going to be utilized. Ghost Shroud is there. They are dealing no damage, but the Nullifier from Magical gets it done. And even when they get lucky, it doesn't seem to be enough of luck. Now they have absolutely no buybacks. The catapults are pushing towards Infamous, and it looks like those tombstones were so hard. The disengage from Infamous was non-existent. And yeah, this game seems to be over, guys. Alright, so let's see if they can hold this. They only have 15 seconds until the Phoenix shows up. It looks like Timado here trying to set up for something, but Here's the Berserker Skull. How are you ever? Yeah, there you go. The Berserker Skull is gonna be there. And yeah, goodbye. The buy is back. Hello. Hello. Egg? Get an egg. Yeah. That is the sound that Timado did at the end of the game here. Okay, guys, this was game 1 of Na'Vi versus Infamous. It does look like the European CIS team ends up getting the better of it, but Infamous, they played pretty well, and I'm excited to see what they are going to do next. Hope you guys are having a great day. I'm having an amazing day, and yeah, let's get some royalty-free music here so you guys can enjoy the downtime of the next game. I will be back. I'm probably gonna cast all games today because I don't know. I just feel like casting. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys, and stay tuned, please.
Wanna get closer, wanna come over, I wanna get moving, grooving, your folks disapproving, we can have fun, yeah, don't need no money, and we can be brilliant without millions, baby, it ain't no closer, wanna come over, I wanna get moving, grooving, your folks disapproving, we can have fun, yeah, don't need no money, we can be brilliant without millions. Get up and down, get up
Just got up, something's wrong. I waited up with wounds on my feet. Where will you be? Flickering through memories, the Polaroids yellowed in the sun, longing to be seen. So come and hide, hide with me, hide with me, hide with me. Come and hide, hide with me, hide with me, hide with me. Stars are bright, I called you up just to hear your voice on the machine. Nothing will be like it was, but you will always be my first choice, just as it seems. Hide with me. Hide with me. So come on.
So you don't know what you're doing, and the walls are closing in. Just remember where we're going, and remember where we've been. We can breathe underwater, nothing can hurt us anymore. And as long as we're together, it doesn't matter where we are. When I do the ocean's If you ever think it's pointless, I will remind you that it's not. And the world will dance around us. They wanna know what we've got. We can breathe underwater, nothing can hurt us anymore. And as long as we're together, it doesn't matter where we are. When I do the ocean's high.
Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. How are you guys doing today? I am doing amazing. And this is going to be an amazing game because we're going to have Infamous with that Tony once more. I was very impressed by Whisper's performance. I think he pretty much carried Infamous in his little rock elbows in the first game, but he was not enough. They got some lucky Roshans, but even then, Na'Vi seemed to be playing too well, and they're gonna go with 2 heroes of that same draft, and this is not looking good for Infamous. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! That is a spider. Yikes! Okay, so I guess that was I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you think about this.
10 seconds remaining.
Like, yeah, it's a brood mother, but it's also.
5 seconds
I
remaining.
mean, who's even playing this? Is it Timado? I don't know. I feel a little self-conscious about that spider. You know, usually the spider should inspire fear and horror and terror, but I am not very scared right now. I don't know. You know, they already have these Axe that can probably lane versus the brood mama anyways. You also drafted this so early that they can probably get a pretty decent lane counter. But sure, let's see what Na'Vi is gonna do here. And thanks everyone for watching. Banter, JTFSC, Shiro Goblin, Jade, Nelson. Thanks everyone for being here. It is a pleasure having all of you around today, and hopefully we're gonna have a great day of Dota 2, a great day of casting. But yeah, for now, all we can do is wait for the last band and see how Na'Vi is actually going to respond. So they're gonna take the Earth Spirit down, and let's see what Na'Vi is gonna go for. Weaver is an option. Weaver is not banned here. Not sure if this is something that Na'Vi would like to go for. The Phantom Lancer is also an option. I don't think Brood Mama really deals well against that hero. Although the Tiny can do okay versus the PL. As he gets bigger and bigger, it gets to a point where the Tiny really struggles to do anything. So I wonder if that Earth Spirit ban has something to do with the fact that they want to either get the Terrorblade or the Phantom Lancer. Probably has, because every single team is just picking those heroes left, right, and center. But for now, they're going to get the Dark Willow. Earth Spirit is definitely a hero that deals well with the Dark Willow. Has a lot of AoE, so the Shadow Realm really doesn't protect her that much. And yeah, let's see what they're going to go for. You reckon they'll sack the Brood? Yeah, I think that a lot of the times when you first phase it like this, you have to. They could even send it to the off lane if they think that, you know, Na'Vi just picks like a Monkey King or a hero that they're sure is going to be in the mid position. You can always send the Brood Mother to the off lane, but I don't know if they have 2 heroes that play Brood Mama. Then, like, you're actually sending your mid player to the off lane, your off laner is mid. I don't know. I'm not confident about that. Let's see what their pick is. It's going to be the Firebird once again. Pretty good versus Dark Willow. Has some decent AoE onto her, so the Shadow Realm doesn't really do much. You can always egg before the Curse Crown will curse. Yeah. A lot of HP. Flapping the little wings.
10 seconds remaining.
Tiny mid isn't a bad look. I mean, it depends on what Na'Vi actually picks. If they pick like a Lina, or if they pick even the Monkey King. If they pick Monkey King, I think that even the Tiny is gonna struggle. Actually, I think he can go both ways, actually, the Tiny versus Monkey King lane, but we don't even know if that's what's happening. So let's wait. Let's wait and see what Na'Vi has in store for us. For now, they're gonna be picking the last of their heroes of the second phase here. Let's see what it is. The Ursa. So yeah, kind of a Brood counter. You can just get 1 point into that passive, and then you max your Q. And the spiders, they're not gonna be happy. They're gonna take a lot of damage. The cooldown on that Earthshock is pretty low, although you do not have a lot of mana onto the Ursa. So I wonder if the Brood Mother can try and play around that. Just force a lot of Earthshocks until the Ursa is out. But you can always just buy a lot of Mangarinos, and I think you are going to be fine. Now the last pick here for Infamous. So a lot of mini heroes. Do you pick something like Timbersaw? Or do you pick something like a... what is a good AoE type damage hero that you could pick right now to, you know, make use of all those melee heroes getting on top of your Phoenix? That could even be a support Ursa. Nah, that's not gonna be Core Dark Willow. So, yeah, I think Core Dark Willow gets destroyed this game. What's up, Dutra? Thanks for showing up. Really appreciate you being here.
Radiant team.
Ooh. Okay. So I hope this is support Tiny. I kind of like the Lycan, you know, it's hard for the Ursa to get on top of him. So that's good. I don't think Lycan is a hero that kills itself to the Blade Mail
10 seconds remaining.
call from the X. Also has units to destroy the
5
Tombstone.
seconds remaining.
I like this. I think, okay. Alright, and Lycan is a good hero. Lycan is a pretty good hero. I just need first 10 kills and Infamous. That's all that matters to me. Alright, Bagels, 6. Alright, so they're gonna remove the Pugner on the side of Na'Vi. They don't want to be against a pushing strategy, so they do think that the Broodmother is going to... I'm sorry, that the Titan is going to be a support, and maybe the Broodmother is going to be sacked. I mean, it could be offlane Pugna too. And what is Infamous afraid of? What do you remove here? What do you think is the Achilles heel of your draft? We're gonna now see the mind of Infamous, the brain of the South Americans. What are you afraid of? What is your deepest and most dark fear? Tell us, Infamous. I don't know. Like, it really depends. You know, Broodmother counters, there's like a lot of different Broodmother counters, a lot of different schools of thought when it comes to that. So, you could remove the Legion, for instance. When we were watching ESL Hamburg, there were a lot of Legion picks out of nowhere. So maybe you could remove that. It looks like the Legion completely faded away. No one is catching up on the Legion. Magnus sometimes can be seen against as a Broodmama counter. You also have this Ursa, so he's going to be very happy about your Empower. But who knows? It could be something different. It could be... Ursa could be mid, and I don't know. But yeah. They're going to remove the Alchemist. Not necessarily a Broodmama counter, but a hero that farms as fast as the Broodmama and has this huge power spike where you just get the Radiance Blink Dagger, start jumping people like crazy, and it is a lot of lockdown onto the Lycan. Alright, so they're gonna pick the Wind Ranger here. I have no idea what's going on, but I am excited, and I also drank a lot of Monster Energy drinks, which means, yeah, I'm just a little bit confused, but hopefully we're gonna have a good game. How are you guys doing? I am having a great day, and it's going to be even better because we're going to be casting some Dota 2 from my region, the South American region, versus Na'Vi. It's, you know, it's not very often where I can say Infamous is playing Na'Vi, so I'm pretty excited about that. All right, it could be support Wind Ranger with the core Tiny. We don't know exactly what this Wind Ranger will be playing. I think the Wind Ranger does fare well versus the Ursa. And the TA is gonna be the pick. TA, very often considered a counter to the Broodmama. So let's see how Magical and Papita are going to fare into that middle lane. We also have the amazing, the beautiful Timado playing the Lycan versus Crystallize onto that Ursa. Chu again on his Dark Willow. Blitzy is going to be playing the Core X once again, and Sunico, let's see if he's going to have a better time, because he was dying a lot against, as a Sunico and dying versus that Tiny. Looks like this time it is Schofield playing the Tiny instead of Whisper. Whisper is going to be playing that Core Wind Ranger against the Ursa, so that is a lane. That's a good lane for the Wind Ranger. It's pretty hard for the Ursa to get on top of the Ginger Lady. So let's go, boys. As of always, I'm gonna give you the option to vote which team you think is winning. So, you know, if you want to help me out, and if you want to vote, drop by the Twitch stream. The link is in the YouTube description. So who's winning Game 2? You can type 1 for Na'Vi, and you can type 2 for Infamous. Thanks everyone for participating. I really, really appreciate everyone that is here watching instead of the main cast. I actually still don't understand, but I am very glad. I am very grateful of your presence. Let's have a great game, guys, and let's go. For now, only one vote, and it looks like Navi has the upper hand here. That is what... Alright. Please, Infamous, get the first 10 kills. What the fuck? Great gay. Yeah. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, everyone, for being here. Thank you all. Hope I can give you the best cast possible. It looks like they have fun from Pepita already flying out, and I don't think so. Being claimed here. All right. Broodmother with no stout shield. Interesting decision.
No.
I guess. All right. No stout shield. Just some items here. The circlet, the slippers of agility. Maybe she wants a little bit of extra damage because that TA has a pretty decent base damage. So yeah, let's check the results. It looks like Infamous is actually winning. Look at that, we have some Infamous fans right here. So thank you all for being here, and I hope we get to game 3 because I always like to cast those weird games between teams that don't really play each other much, and that's definitely a good example. Whisper with his taunts, pretty cute, pretty cute. All right, the Ginger here just scouting the rune for now. Mr. Timado doesn't really care about the rune, knows that there is a lot of presence here of the Navi players on this top side of the map, and it looks like Sonico might be interested in fighting for the rune. He already starts booping a little Phoenix here. Let's see if Muse can block him. He does get his bounty, but he's actually taking a shit ton of damage here. The Undying Decay is just flying out, and it looks like a lot of the Phoenix HP was chewed just because of this hero. All right, middle lane, we do see the block here coming from Pepita. It looks like they're already switching lanes. They don't want the Lycan versus the Ursa, they want the Wind Ranger versus the Ursa, and it looks like this rotation is going to be successful. Schofield TP to the top lane, already grabs a tree, and he just wants to be pesky here versus Crystallize, and look at that, Magical knows there's no Stout Shot, already starts booping that hero a little bit. Let's check the last hits and denies. Not a lot of last hits just yet. And here we have Blitzy, the Axe. So both lanes are actually not great for the Lycan, right? On one side, you have a hero like Ursa that just gets on top of you, just keeps on stacking those Fury Swipes. And here, you have an Axe. So the Lycan is never going to have like the greatest lane. Oh, he's really wants the CF. Finally gets it, alright. Moves now with his Fire Spirits, zoning Chu a little bit. He's still choosing his skill point, and it looks like Whisper trying to battle Sonico here, but he's a 1000 HP zombie with a Stout Shield, so the right clicks from the Wind Ranger are actually pretty minor. Oh, middle lane, look at Papita here. He's right on top of Magical, just looking for last hits. Wants to grow that Spider family. For now, not a lot of action going on in any lanes. Everyone's kind of full HP. Blitzy finally gets his counter Helix, so Timado's lane is going to be even harder. And oh, there you have it. Curse Crown is going to be laid out. Still saving one skill point is going to be the Bramble Maze, and they will commit for it. There you have it. Whereas the Battle Hunger still on cooldown, and Timado will be okay. He just navigates through this little Bramble Maze. No? Hello? Now the Courier here will deliver what seems to be the first Wraith Band of that Spider. Schofield just booping Sonico here. Doesn't really have a lot of armor onto that Undying. Schofield, yeah, the Salve is going to be popped onto him, and it looks like the game is still pretty slow. You know, those heroes, they have a lot of poke, but not necessarily a lot of burst damage. The Ursa does have some, but you're against Wind Ranger, pretty hard to burst that hero down. Maybe the Tiny is a better option, but you always have the option of tossing the Ursa away. So yeah, the top lane here, I think if someone dies, probably some sort of misplaced. Schofield trying to go for the pull, and he will be successful. And it looks like Undying ends up killing himself to the creeps, just wants to recover that mana and go back to the lane. But it's gonna take a while, 20 seconds when you kill yourself to neutrals. And as it happens, we see the Phoenix battling for the pole here. Still level 1, so this is not great. The Dark Willow is already level 2.5. Oh, Timado is being chased here. Blitzy trying to go for a dive. No Battle Hunger just now. Ended up getting that counter helix. And it looks like he is going to pop a salve. Alright, another Battle Hunger. Isn't Wind supporting? Nope. This is a core Wind Ranger, as you can... yeah, that is a core Wind Ranger. That is a core Wind Ranger. Middle lane, it looks like Papita already starts farming. After all, you are playing against the TA. Very easy for her to destroy your spiders. So you're better off just trying to farm. Schofield maybe looking for a toss back play. Doesn't have that toss, so this is not an option. And as that happens, it looks like Whisper is trying to fight the Ursa. So there's no kill potential on the side of Infamous, but maybe there is for Na'Vi. The Undying already going very deep here, looking for the Tiny. Salve is going to be committed. The damage, the slap from Sonico does not find the Tony. The DK is also not going to land, and it looks like Sonico is not going to find a kill just now. In terms of last hits here, Magical, he is doing work. He is destroying the poor Papita. And yeah, it's not looking very good here for Infamous right now. This Brood Mama can always farm this camp, but for now, she is pretty far behind in terms of Krapos here. At least does get another set of little Spideys. Phoenix, very low in HP, but it looks like she will quickly disengage. So yeah, every single core on the side of Na'Vi heading CS. It's not like Infamous is getting destroyed, but there is a clear difference here in terms of creep score, and I don't think this is going to change anytime soon. They don't really have any levels or any items that are going to show up shortly that allows Infamous to get kills or to just stop them from farming, which means that I guess the Spider will have to constantly use the jungle and try to accelerate. And Timado, I really don't know what to do. Alright, Tiny finally learns that toss. It looks like Sonico wants to battle for the rune here. There is not going to be a way for him to get it, especially with all that mana onto the Tiny. They do get this bounty rune. Middle lane, it looks like we might see a rotation here. The Phoenix gets the ward, and also tries to get this lane a little bit safer here. Can they find EA? Maybe you toss the Phoenix. Oh no, the trap. The trap's gonna give vision, and it looks like Infamous are gonna be forced to get the hell out. So the TA keeps on farming. Papita gets level 5, but he's still pretty far behind here. 32 and 22 on the TA versus 19 and 5. That's not how you want your Broodmother to be going. You know, Broodmother is a hero that should be playing from ahead. Okay, Tiny shows up. Where is the Avalanche? Still holding on to it. It looks like the Phoenix is just waiting for a jump. But Infamous, they are pretty, you know, they're rotating, but they are so self-conscious. They don't really force the plays too much, and it just looks like their supports are wasting time. All the cores are not farming the Avalanche. Final flies out. It does look like they find that beautiful shackle onto Crystallize. He wants to turn the fight around, doesn't have that in range, and they do get the toss here onto him. This will be first blow. So after 6 minutes, they were able to finally find a kill, and Sonico is going to be repelled. Nicely done there by Infamous, and now Papita here trying to get some Spiderinos for himself. He is pretty much out of spiders right now, and the trap here making it so hard for the Broodmother trying to navigate the traps. It doesn't look like this one will explode, and Papita is going to be fine for now. Alright, top lane, it looks like they find the Undying this time. Blitz even rotates, already has a Vanguard, so he's doing pretty well for himself, the highest CS of all, but they do not get a counter kill. The Wind Ranger ended up going for a pretty standard build here, 1 point into that Wind Run. The Tiny will pop a solo Shrine, so very greedy here of Schofield. But now he can go back to the lane, and they might be able to find a kill onto this Axe. But this guy, it's pretty tanky, 1.3k HP. They do have 3 heroes here once the Tiny comes. Actually, the Tiny ended up going bottom, huh? Maybe trying to protect Timado. In terms of items, Timado finally finishes that Helm of the Dominator. He's going to be able to get himself a tomato. So very fitting, I think. Oh, there you have it. Oh, what? Yeah, he gets the tomato. Top lane, we do see Blitzy here taking a lot of HP from those fire spirits. And the game, you know, kind of even, but also very passive. Not what I expect from a South American team, or even from Na'Vi, you know. The game looks to be okay for Infamous. I just fear for this Brood Mama. I think this hero really relies on destroying the lane, and I wouldn't call this destroying the TA for now. TA is level 8 against a level 6 Brood Mama, so this is 2 levels ahead. This is a pretty decent lane victory here for Na'Vi. Magical always impressing us, it looks like. I'm pretty sure I didn't saw this guy lose 1 lane the entire tournament. Of course, I didn't watch every single game, but I think he's doing a pretty good job.
Let's see what kind of trouble we can get.
Alright, the Lycan still with his tomato. Timado just cruising the map a little bit here. We'll farm some centers with that tomato. In terms of tower HP, they did hold this tower for a while, considering how hard the Broodmother ended up losing the lane. But how much longer can they hold this? Schofield will show up. Alright. It looks like Timado still farming. Using the tomato claps here as well as possible. The tower gonna be fine. Top lane. What is the Wind Ranger going for? It looks like it's going to be the Aquila phase boots into what seems to be an MKB. Alright. The Tiny already has an urn, so that's pretty good for Schofield. Phoenix, oh, they're gonna pop a smoke. 3 observers onto the Phoenix. Let's see if they can finally find a jump, ladies and gentlemen. The scan from the Radiant may be looking for the TA farming some stacks, but actually used the trap to get the stack. So nicely done here by Magical, just hiding because he has no vision of any of the supports. And now the TA farming this little camp here. They do have, they do place 1 ward here from Infamous, but they don't really dive that jungle too much. They might be able to find 2. Not sure if the Phoenix got vision there, but even more important, they might be able to find Crystallize. He's trying to run away. He has a TP scroll. Alright, they're still holding on to the Avalanche, which I love, because they really don't want to allow the Ursa to TP out. And now the Golden Shower with the damage from that tomato. They find another kill, so 3-0 here. The lanes kind of started iffy. They didn't really start perfect, but they are able to find that kill, and now they might be able to pressure the tower. They do have the glyph here, and they're gonna utilize that EX pretty close to the Blink Dagger, I assume. Actually, not as close as I anticipated. It still needs 1,000 gold. We'll get the 2 bounties here. It looks like we're gonna see Sonico, so this is gonna be 4 runes for Na'Vi while they try and pressure this tower. Can they find 2? It looks like they will have the Icarus dive, but already TP from the X. It's not gonna matter though. They do find a kill onto the Dark Willow. The tower still up, and it looks like Crystallize DTP to this lane. Timado gets himself a little troll creep. I heard a call. They find a 3rd, and this is going to be a Cullen Blade. Dead Moose for 10 seconds. Alright. Top lane, we do see Elaine or Whisper trying to pressure this tower. Committed the what is the name of this? The focus fire onto the tower. It looks like he finished his phase boots, going for the MKB still. Probably gonna get the Javelin, and then you can decide whether you go Maelstrom or MKB. I don't really think MKB is that good. I mean, you do proc a lot of extra instances of damage, which works pretty well versus the TA. And, you know, Butterfly is an item that some TAs go for, but I don't know. Let's see what Whisper is gonna go for. Another smoke gank from Infamous. They are looking for a play. Nice ward here that reviews the Ancient camps from Na'Vi. They keep on looking. Another ward is gonna be laid out, but it looks like they might be going top. Let's see if they can find a jump onto 2. There is no vision here from Infamous. But now they do know that there is a Dark Willow there. Oh, the Shadow Realm disjointed that shackle. Can they get the Avalanche? It looks like they will hold 2 in place, and the Golden Shower will find the poor Dark Willow. As it happens, it's now time for Na'Vi to fight. Crystallize, he's waiting on the trees. They lay down the little tombstone. Papita trying to disengage. The Prowls are going crazy here, and it looks like Papita does have the webs on this side to just hide. So they commit. Oh, but they will go here with the bird. Look at the amount of zombies here just chasing the little spiders. Jesus moly. They need to disengage here. Papita, this is a nightmare. Your spiders are getting hammed by those poor zombies. Oh my lord. Monkas. Oh god. Alright, it looks like they will disengage in the bottom lane. We do see a fight brewing here. Both Tiny and Lycan fighting the Axe. No Blink Dagger just now, but Blissey getting pretty close to it. Alright. Blink Dagger getting pretty close for Crystallize as well. Needs a couple of extra gold arenas. Roshan is open. There is a mask onto that Ursa, so if they win a convincing fight, they can always rotate towards that Roshan, especially with the Templar Assassin being able to tank a lot of the hits. They do get a reward here, so Nico very smart. Oh, hello. The egg is gonna be laid out. Blitzy pretty low HP. Still doesn't have that Blink Dagger on him, but already bought it. Oh no, they're gonna get that, and now they do get the Fear spell onto the Tiny. The Terrorize, do they have an Avalanche? It looks like Schofield will survive for now. Pops the urn onto himself, and it looks like Na'Vi, they do get the bird kill, but they don't find much more than that. The Axe now has the Blink Dagger onto him, and he can just go for a play if he wants to. The shrine is open, so I think he's probably gonna shrine and try and find some kills. Magical keeps on farming here. For now, he is way ahead of everyone else. The Brood Mama has been farming as much as possible, but even then, those stacks, those ancient stacks, just makes the TA ahead. I mean, I'm actually surprised that Papita is only 2 levels behind the TA, considering how much Magical has been farming. Oh, the Side Blades flying out right there, and it looks like that's going to be the end of it. Whisper.
Radiant's top
His
tower
bottom
is
already
under
has a
attack.
Javelin. It looks like he wants to get a Blink Dagger for himself. I do like that option very much, but it looks like Crystallize will disengage. They do have vision of him running away because, oh no, as they TP bottom, it looks like Na'Vi, they're just 4 steps ahead of, oh no. Oh, Na'Vi, you showed the Ursa. You showed the Ursa, but it's the TA that is rushing. You get the Tombstone. Roshan is not falling super rapidly, but it doesn't look like Infamous has any idea this is happening, and they're just going for it. Oh boy, the Spider even. She's here. She could be in the Roshan pit, but there you go. Okay, the bird will get vision. Roshan is pretty low. Can they fight this? No egg for 10 seconds. The Icarus dive tries to steal the Aegis. Is not going to be successful, and there you have it. The blink from the Axe. They're gonna get a trap going. Papita trying to disengage. The tower is still up. They could even go for a deny. This is a nightmare for Infamous Gaming right now. Oh, look at that. They get Roshan. They deny the tower. Na'Vi, they just seem like the better team. Alright. Bottom lane, we do see Whisper pushing this lane with that Javelin, getting pretty close to the Blink Dagger. Could go for the MKB. We don't really know what the hell he's thinking now, Schofield. Oh, you're under the guise of this little trap, my friend. Everyone is under the guise of that trap, but they do get the Avalanche. No Shackle will land, and that kind of gives away the ward that is going to be dewarded instantly by Saniko. So very good senses there. Infamous. Oh, guys. Now they were getting some pretty good kills, but now it looks like the entire control that they had over the Radiant jungle is lost. Try and rotate here. They drop a sentry. Both teams trying to remove it. Saniko gets a DK. They do lock that Undying in. He's going to use the Soul Rip. The Tombstone is going to be laid out. It looks like somewhere else. Papita ends up dying to Crystallize and the Axe. They will farm a Tombstone, but that's not as valuable as a kill onto your most farmed hero, the Brood Mama. That Blink Dagger from the Axe, and it looks like the Ursa also got one. So they have so much gap closed in the poor little Brood. Top lane, it looks like Schofield is just farming for now. He is level 7. Oh, Blitzy, where's that jump? I know you want it. The Dark Willow approaching. Your follow-up is there. You really want to get this, and you will. A lot of creeps attacking the Axe. A lot of damage flying through. You're gonna get that Curse Crown right there. The Bedlam not doing enough damage, but it looks like they will. Oh, the toss back from Schofield, but Crystallize quickly shows up. So some neat little plays there. It looks like Dire will smoke after seeing the Tiny fall. So let's see if they can get a kill somewhere else. The Tomato farming gets his level 1 Necronomicon, but it doesn't look like he is farming fast enough to compete with those cores on the Radiant side. He will pop that Shapeshift Magical, trying to battle Whisper, but cannot really hit because of the Wind Run, and they will get that beautiful Focus Fire. That is the first life, though. Blitzy shows up, the call onto the bird, the brambles, the Terrorize finally gets used. Oh no, the egg is actually going to Croc. He doesn't use the egg onto the Axe. Can they take the egg down? I'm not sure it's gonna be successful. They finally get the kill. It's the Dark Willow that finds that one, but it looks like the Axe is going to fall. Already 2 dead on the side of Na'Vi. Crystallize trying to fight this. The Tombstone being very pesky, but Papita, he's full HP. They pop that. Oh my lord, he enraged with the Curse Crown. Goodbye, Papita. He tries to use the web, but he dies before he can actually go for for this, and now Schofield trying to protect the Wind Ranger here. The Wind Run's finally gonna be committed. Wind Run, the Shadow Realm onto Schofield. They do get the Avalanche. They're trying to go onto Magical. He pops that Mel. They're gonna find the Dark Willow. This is a fight to the death. They do get the Tree Toss onto Magical with the urn, taking him down. The little Wolfie, is it enough to get the kill? No, the Refraction is going to be popped. So this is going to be a 3-4 through. Oh, Elaine, Whisper playing with fire here. The traps being laid out. Crystallize. Oh lord, there is a Shackle Shot. They're battling for the trees. The Power Shot flies out. The bird shows up, but the Fire Spirits are not gonna connect. And it looks like this fight lasted 2 minutes. Alright, so not too bad for Infamous. They take the Aegis down. They were able to battle pretty evenly here against Na'Vi. The Blink Dagger was the choice that Wind Ranger went for, so now has that initiation onto the TA, although they do have several ways of disjoining that Shackle, both the Meld as well as the Shadow Realm being possible. So I don't think this is the greatest Wind Ranger game, and they did last pick that Wind Ranger, so that is something that I kinda fear. Alright, the call is not going to connect, and now they do pop the Focus Fire onto the TA. She will be able to blink out, but they keep chasing the Brambles, trying to connect the Wind Ranger. They don't find it, but there's gonna be another call available. They do get the Shackle onto the X. Now the X is gonna be connected. Oh no, the egg is down again. Crystallize just waits for it. He's gonna get it. The Terra is flying out. It looks like this little tomato trying to disengage, but the Curse Crown will connect. Can they protect the little wolf? Oh, right, and we'll get the kill onto Sonico. The Shadow Realm finds the poor Lycan. 3 dead already on the side of Infamous, and they're trying to disengage. They toss away, but it looks like they already lost so many. Oh, Ursa Blink does not find little Tony, so they disengage, but this is a costly fight. They get an Undying, they lose 3 heroes, and now Na'Vi, they're going to pressure just tier 1 in the bottom lane. This is the second tower that Na'Vi goes for, and it looks like the gold advantage will start piling up. Alright, so Na'Vi with the level 16 already going for the second tower here. Pepita still farming, ended up getting the Diffusal Blade. It looks like the Assault Crest is going to be the next item of choice. And yeah, Magical is not gonna fully commit for the tower after all. The respawn timers are very, very short, and they will try and set up here for the Bounty Runes. I wonder how much Infamous wants to battle for these. They already have 3-4 heroes here, so if they try... Oh, Schofield, be careful. The Dire Scan on the other side, actually. Oh, no. There's gonna be a jump. Oh, Jesus moly. This is a dead Tony. They get it pretty fast. They were able to find Sonico here in the top lane, which means they can get this bounty as well. They're actually pinging it out. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's gonna go for this. And quickly, it looks like Chu will be able to get it. Oh, Whisper. He hesitated, and he doesn't get the bounty. Alright. Yax, though. Oh, he was waiting so hard. He really wants Pepita. They will find Chu here. The Golden Shower chasing. But that is a fast Dark Willow, and she will be able to disengage. Blitzy finds the call. No, he kind of went too far. He does not find the call. Now it's a Diffusal Blade onto Blitzy. That's going to be a Shadow Control that connects. The Terra is completely off the mark. At the same time, they already lost the Lycan somewhere else. It's crystallized. They found the kill somehow. I have no idea. The Bramble Maze being connected. Nice. Whisper does dodge that. The Curse Crown is going to be here. Where's the call? Blitzy, he gets Diffusal Blade, and he's not going to be able to find the call onto the Wind Ranger. And that is a 1-0. 3,000 gold lead for Na'Vi. Watching your cast after a while, and good to see that you're not like, oh, that was what they cannot win after 5 minutes. Keep it up. Thanks. Hazards. I really appreciate anyone that is watching this. I, you know, still have a lot to learn. So thanks everyone that, you know, is here. Thanks for giving me feedback and watching me grow. I really appreciate it. Now Blitzy has been getting some pretty good calls, always in a good position. Now, there is no vision from Raiden here, so he cannot jump. Here's from the Dire. Alright, the tower quickly falling. This looks like this is going to be the last tier 1 tower of the game. Nicely done there by Magical, still top of the network. The Earth's actually ahead of the Broodmother. So that is something that really showcases how this is not a good Broodmother game. You know, a Nurse should never be that much ahead of a Broodmama. And here just doesn't farm very well. And Pepita, you know, he's doing his best. It looks like he is indeed going for that Assault Crest. Wants to get tankier, wants to give armor to the wolves. You know, It's a meme that they don't need armor, but I'm pretty sure in this game they do so much physical damage on both the TA and the Ursa. Timado got killed by an Ursa in the last fight. And now this is another tower falling. No indications that Infamous wants to defend this. In fact, they were trying to go for a play here. They get a pretty deep ward here, expecting Na'Vi to TP to this tower once they get the tier 2 top. And they will TP, but look at Magical. He goes to the tier 3, and he is not gonna play reckless. And now this is BKB done. They do get vision. So if they actually get the Shackle here, it's gonna be a miracle Shackle. Whisper really wants that booty, but we already see Soneko TPing the Brood Mama, trying to close the gap. They're waiting for it. They really wanted the trap will be laid out. They're trying to bait Schofield. The Shackle, though, finds one. Can they get the egg? They will get the egg here. The Terrorize is too late, but the egg is already taken down. Magical with that. BKB just munches onto the egg. And this is going to be 4 dead Infamous. You wanted to get this fight, but that's way too much for you to munch. And the only hero alive is Lycan, the TA. I mean, they get a pretty good Shackle there, but it's only level 3. The Undying was too thick for them to kill, and oh man, that was a good bait, but I think they kind of waited too much to go in, and the tiny was dead before the fight even started. Bottom, oh hello, that is Blitzy X versus the Tomato. Wait, what? The call doesn't get used. It looks like his mana, the mana has been drained. The yeah, that's not good. Goodbye. Alright, so they lose that precious hero. Unfortunately, they're gonna lose that hero. He looks like Papita here. Still trying to farm that Assault Cuirass. I'm not even sure if that's the right item, to be fully honest with you guys. This is now a 7,000 gold lead. And it just looks like Na'Vi, they're just playing a little bit more crisp. They know exactly what they want. You know, that second pick Brood, I was a little bit self-conscious about that. You know, Papita is a great player, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. You get Brood, TA is available, there were so many counters available. It looks like you pick Lycan, and now your Lycan is to either face an X or an Ursa, 2 horrible lanes. So it just seems like Navi's draft was better, you know. Then you pick the Wind Ranger, as I said. Very easy for both, like for 2 heroes on the Na'Vi side to dodge that Shackle, which is one of the few lockdowns that they have. Speaking of lockdown, the call is going to be placed onto the Papita Brood Mama. They get the kill so fast that it doesn't... like, there's no reaction that a Brood Mother can go for. Even with the medallion, even with the armor from this chainmail, the physical damage that they have is just insane. And now they were trying to pressure this tower, but Mr. Whisper is gonna get Curse Crown. That is a good Shackle, but it does not matter still. They're just losing heroes everywhere. The fights are just discombobulated. They do get the Howl here on Chuchaniko. Can they get this one Undying kill? They can. It looks like with that move speed, the little minions will disengage. So that is one good thing that happened. But you know what's not good? When Roshan is up and you have 2 cores that are dead and the Radiant team can jungle that fast. Roshan is just falling and it looks like Infamous. There is no indications that they will be able to fight this. Okay. Bottom lane. Schofield farming. He did complete his Blink Dagger, so that is a very happy Tony. He's also getting pretty close to the Giga Urn. It's gonna take a couple of golds. He needs about 400, I think. But I mean, Magical already has a BKB. It looks like he is going for a Butterfly as well. The Ursa with the BKB Basher. So everyone is ready to fight, ready to rumble. They also have the Crimson Guard, a great item versus both the Brood Mama Broodlings versus the Lycan little thingies. And oh, speaking of Lycan, it looks like Blitzy might be chasing the Lycan here, the TP out. Nice Purge here doesn't allow the X to come closer, but they will farm 400 gold worth of minions. Oof, very costly retreat here by Timado. Probably more than they would get killing the poor Lycan, but at least he's alive and he can keep on playing the toss back with the Avalanche. Ah, that was so good. That was so pretty to watch. Nicely done, Schofield. Great player. So yeah, the traps being laid out. They do have the Aegis here on the side of Na'Vi. I think they have everything that they need, so I wonder when they will go for the Juggler. They will go for the final move. Okay, the smoke's gonna be popped, and for now it's only Magical that's gonna be shown. He's gonna be pressuring this tower. No one from Infamous in the base besides the little rock here in the fountain. They do send the bird as well, but for now, where the hell is Infamous? Guys, I think you're a little bit late to the party here. The Avalanche is gonna be there. The Tiny is already dead. He's gonna be forced to buy back. Spell's already being committed. What is the TP from the Tiny? What is happening? Infamous, get your shit together. The Lycan still pressuring the lane. I'm fine with this, but the Brood Mama still not there. Still farming, trying to get from an angle here, but they're gonna die back the Tiny. This game is not looking good, guys. They're gonna place the Tombstone here into the tower. They have that Crimson Guard. The building's melting. It looks like Timado wants to go for a counterplay. They popped their own glyph. But Na'Vi, they're just one step ahead. The call onto the little bird. The jump's gonna be there. That is a good Shackle Moose. Where's your egg? He's gonna fall. Has buyback still holding onto that egg. Do they have glyph here onto the side of the dagger? No, it's already on cooldown. The bird, where is your egg? Still holding on to it. The melee barracks will fall. He finally goes for the Icarus dive onto the retreat, but they don't find anything. The Shackle shot is not gonna land, and it looks like Na'Vi, they can just disengage in the top lane. We do see Timado still going for the tower. He pops that shapeshift, gets one tier 3, but they trade that for a melee barracks. And now look at that, the Brood Mama trying to disengage. The Brambles will be laid out. Pepita needs to be careful here. No, hello, you Scepter. Okay. So that's the end of it. They complete the Assault Caress onto Pepita, so this boy has a lot of armor, but Crystallize, if he can get a good bash, I don't think it matters. Magical, Crystallize. Oh, the bash in the first hit. Oh boy, Crystallize. He definitely trained for this one, and yeah, this Brood Mama. It looks like this sets up another lane for Na'Vi. No buyback for 40 seconds. I'm not sure if Na'Vi knows, but once you see that recently completed Assault Caress, oh, and they already get the sentry. They take the ward down. It looks like Na'Vi's movements are just perfect. They keep on going. The Shackle does not land. The Fire Spirits Usurper holding those heroes in place. The Brambles, they are perfect. The call is here. The Golden Shower is not enough, and that is going to be the buyback. One of the final ones that Infamous has. And if they don't take this fight, this is probably GG. The Icarus dive will fly out. They do get an egg, but yikes, this is not great. They're gonna toss the TA back. They actually get a kill onto the Undying. The Golden Shower gets applied once again, but look at Crystallize. He pops that BKB. The Terrorize not gonna land onto the bird, but it does not matter. They're gonna lose another hero. Tiny is dying backing, and it looks like the Phoenix also did. And now Magical, nice Shackle, does not land, and they will get a new Scepter. The Bramble once again perfectly placed on top of that Wind Ranger. They're gonna buy back 2 heroes on the side of Na'Vi. They don't care. They just want to end this game. They just want to finish it off, but oh, Shackle shot does not land. The power shot as well, and it looks like Na'Vi, they're still holding. They still have the Aegis. Butterfly is done. Timado is here, and yeah, what the hell, this is going to be another lane. They do not have Shapeshift for 30 seconds, so Timado is pretty much farming. He gets himself a BKB. I think he's gonna try and send that BKB as he approaches the fight, but he still needs a couple of seconds. The Aegis is finally gone, so maybe they can get an opening here. No, I'm not sure they can. Where is the bash? Oh, nice. The Wolves canceled the blink from Crystallize, so there is no jump. They're gonna lift the little spider over here, and that's going to be a call. There is no insatiable hunger here. That is a dead Brood Mama, dead again. She's been dead for so long, and it looks like this Tombstone is going to zone the entirety of Infamous back. Can you use that BKB? Can you use that Shapeshift? The GG flies out. The BKB is not even needed. Oh boy, this game was pretty hard to watch. You know, they drafted what seemed to be a hero they were comfortable with, that Brood Mama, but it just felt as if Infamous, they were playing from behind the entire game. Every single lane did not work. You had a Lycan having to choose between a terrible lane and a bad lane. The Broodmother versus not a great lane. The only lane that was actually good was the Wind Ranger versus the Ursa, but even then it was not perfect. The Wind Ranger did her best, but I actually felt like when you pick Broodmother and you're already losing your lane, your chances are never great. I saw VP playing the same and they lost. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We will have more games pretty shortly. Let me check the name of the next game so I can actually inform you of that. Thanks everyone for being here. You guys are awesome. If you enjoyed the cast, please make sure to follow. Yeah, I'm an up-and-coming caster. It is pretty hard to... Oh wait, is this the last game for today? What the hell? No, there's gonna be RNG and a final tribe, guys. So stay tuned. We're gonna have that game as shortly as possible. I'm gonna be casting it. But yeah, enjoy some royalty-free music, and I'll be back as soon as I can. Bye.
Words, I've heard them in many voices. I feel them within your eyes. I'm judging but disappointed. I'm not the one I used to be. Got someone else infusing me. Say, is this when I gave or I gave up? It's like I know what to say, but something's getting in the way. This person that you so admire, now stuck in such a bad attire.
Do it for my home homies, they be back home, still homegrown. Trying hard to get back at it, but no one knows where I'm going. Running around like a jaguar, and now I'm headed back to the tropics. Going hard for my fam, yeah, now I'm headed back with a profit, yeah.
Always one step ahead, but I can't seem to feel a moment. I'll be peeking through doors, every one of them carefully closing. You don't need to tell, I'm out of time. Felt it trickle into the heart of mine. Say, is this when I gave or I gave up? It's like I know what to say, but something's getting in the way. This person that you so admire, now stuck in such a bad attire.
On the road.
Oh my God, some more. Oh my God, some more money.
Will I cry? Will I leave behind broken and crumbled signs, hiding all my roads to you? Uh-oh. And if I fight, will I come to life, calling for all your light? rest because I'm coming home, coming home. Oh. And I've been carried, I've been dragged, and I've been lucky, torn inside. I put it to rest because I'm coming home, coming home. I'm coming home.
I am not the victim of this love affair. You can make me go away. I don't really care if it's getting fair. I just wanna love you, babe. You got me around your finger, got me in a twisted state of love, but I refuse to see it. Can turn me upside down, turn my heart inside out, but I have never given up. Do it again, just do it again. Sleep is for the dead and love is for the weak. Yeah, baby, till I repeat and fade. Yeah, you can turn me upside down. Do it again, just do it again. Yeah, you were what I need, don't you understand? We were made to fall in love. Give me what I ask, let me hold your hand. Baby, you just have to know. You got me around your finger, got me in a twisted state of love, but I refuse to see it. You can turn me upside down, turn my heart inside out, but I have never given up. Do it again, just do it again. Sleep is for the dead and love is for the weak. Yeah, baby, till I repeat and fade. Yeah, you can turn me upside down. Do it again, just do it again. Yeah, give it to me, give it to me. Just do it again. Give it to me, give it to me. Yeah. Yeah, you can turn me upside down, turn my heart inside out, but I never given up. Yeah, do it again. Sleep is for the dead and love is for the weak. Yeah, baby, till I repeat and fade. You can turn me upside down. Do it again, just do it again. Give it to me, give it to me. Just do it again.
Don't stop, turn off the lights. Nauseous when I wake up. Don't quit, I fell for you. Don't break it in two. jump to those who wait. 'Cause you make me feel like this is for real. And I want you till trees grow on the moon. If you're a falling star, I wanna fall with you. I want you till it falls out the sun. It's standing up for you. It's standing up for you. Standing up. Standing up for you. Standing up. Standing up for you. Break down when we're apart. Too far. I'm in the dark. Now don't fold my foolish heart. And don't wait for magic sparks. Make it work, although we get stuck on the low. Breathe out, we can't forget. Hurts like a bayonet. 'Cause you make me feel we're in this for real. And I want you till trees grow on the moon. If you're a falling star, I wanna fall with you. I want you
I'd give it all for a look, for a call, for a kiss, for a roll, a part of any universe, of any planet and sky. Brought emotion by your light. You're a star in the night. You keep me up when you say, fall into my arms. Love is strong. Come along. Fall into my arms. Come on over. Let your soul fall into my arms. Finally I can feel you. Finally I can see you. Fall into my arms. You move the mountains in my way, make me whole, make me sway, keep me up, keep me sane, and let me love you all the same. Send in the trumpets, send them all, calling fire in the hall. Come to life, let it blow. You give me hope, and I say, do you see me now? Do you see me now? Like I see you now. And I'm calling, fall into my arms. Love is strong, come along, fall into my arms. Come on over, let your soul fall into my arms. Finally I can feel you, finally I can see you. Fall into my arms.
I wanna get closer, wanna come over. I wanna get moving, grooving. Your folks disapproving. We can have fun, yeah. Don't need no money. And we can be brilliant without millions. Baby, it ain't no closer. Wanna come over. I wanna get moving, grooving. Your folks disapproving. We can have fun, yeah. Don't need no money. And we can be brilliant without millions. Get up and down, get up and down, get up and down. Get up and down, get up and down, get up and down. Wanna pull over and pick a 4-leaf clover. I want you to kiss me, diss me, and say you really missed me. We can watch stars, yeah. And we
This
can
is not game 2. This is game 1. We are waiting.
make billions, not zillions. I wanna pull over and pick a 4-leaf clover. I want you to kiss me, diss me, and say you really missed me. We can watch stars, yeah. And we can dance on top of cars, yeah. We can make billions, not zillions. Get up and down, get up and down, get up and down. Get up and down, get up
Just got up, something's wrong. I waited up with wounds on my feet. Where will you be? Flickering through memories, the Polaroids yellowed in the sun, longing to be seen. So come and hide, hide with me, hide with me, hide with me. Come and hide, hide with me, hide with me, hide with me. Stars are bright, I called you up just to hear your voice on the machine. Nothing will be like it was, but you will always be my first choice, just as it seems. Hide with me. Hide with me. So come on.
So you don't know what you're doing, and the walls are closing in. Just remember where we're going, and remember where we've been. We can breathe underwater, nothing can hurt us anymore. And as long as we're together, it doesn't matter where we are. When I do the ocean's high. If you ever think it's pointless, I will remind you that it's not. And the world will dance around us. They wanna know what we've got. We can breathe underwater, nothing can hurt us anymore. And as long as we're together, it doesn't matter where we are. When I do the ocean's high.
Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. This is game 1 between RNG and the final tribe. I hope you guys are having a great day because I'm having an awesome game. And yeah, let's do this. We already have the little wyvern and the axe on the side of final tribe, the bird, so Moltres versus Articuno. We're back a couple of weeks in meta, and it looks like the next assassin was chosen here as well. So it's a hero that you want to have if you think that the enemy wants to pick Invoker. If you want to pick Invoker yourself, it's also nice to have the next assassin ready. Just hope you guys are having a great day because it's gonna be even better. But if you're having a bad day, hopefully this game can make you feel, you know, slightly better too. So I'm just waiting here for the final ban of Royal. Never give up. They already took the Enigma in the first phase, so maybe I'm pretty sure Final Tribe loves their Enigma. And yeah, now we on the side of Final Tribe here, they took the Ogre, they took the Morphling, pretty standard ban, but I guess the Leshrac is a little bit of a, you know, that Leshrac ban, you don't see that very often. So does this mean that they want to get themselves a Mappo? That they want to get themselves a Phantom Lancer? I don't know, but I'm a little bit, you know, you don't see the Leshrac ban often. So maybe Royal never give up. Oh yeah, they're gonna take the P out. Very well done, very well done, and they're gonna respawn with the Pugner on top of all of it. Okay. Now, how do you respond? Was it too obvious, they think? They're like, oh man, we took this Leshrac down, and now they know, and all the bulk of our strategy is done. They will try and get themselves the Morana. Alright. You know, very good versus the bird. It's also, I guess, you know, decent burst damage versus the Pugna. If you're laning versus the Pugna, you can always, I think that also getting the Nyx Assassin makes sense since they picked this Pugna. So I guess Pugna very similar to Invoker, insane intelligence gain. So having that hero on your side really helps, and it also means they don't need to ban the Necrophos, which is open, by the way. So yeah, I mean, maybe they could even pick the Necrophos. I think it would be too magical-ish. I think I don't know if I would like to see Pugna and Necrophos in the same draft. It's nice because it means that all the heroes here can't really kill themselves when the Wyvern ults and when the Axe goes for a call, but I don't know. I would like to see more of a right-click-ish type of hero. You know, they don't really have a lot of push besides the Pugna already. But yeah, let's wait and see what happens here. RNG. How are you guys going to approach this draft? There's a Morana, you know, pretty burstable. Doesn't really have a lot of HP. Pretty glass cannon-ish type of hero. So do you? I mean, they already have decent burst, right? The Nyx and the Pugner. They have decent initiation. You don't really have a hero that tanks up. A hero that is there and creates chaos. So maybe.
Dire team pick.
Alright, they're gonna get a Bloodseeker. Right clicks. I think Rupture is very good versus the Morana. Yeah, I'm fine with this Bloodseeker, self-sustaining hero. So you don't really need to invest many resources so that the Bloodseeker starts winning. It's also a versatile laner. It could be safe lane, it could be mid, it could even be off lane. And now let's see what Final Tribe has in store for us. Did they really need to pick the Nyx that early? Oh, maybe the Leshrac ban actually has to do with the fact that they picked the Nyx Assassin. I don't know if they had to pick it that early, but it just... Ooh, they're gonna pick the Lina into the Nyx Assassin, huh? Very bold pick right there, the Nyx Assassin. You know, there's so many ways for the Nyx to gank the Lina. Even when he is under Vendetta, he can just pop the Spike Carapace as the Lina casually pushes the wave, but she's gonna get stunned. It sets up an Impale. Suddenly there's a bird flying on top of you and the Lina is dead. Even the Axe can suffer from that. He's gonna counter Helix some Crepos, and suddenly there's a Spike Carapace right there. Splinter Blast, I guess it's not the same because you have to be visible to the Splinter Blast to hit you. But yeah, you guys get the idea. I think Lina is kind of a dangerous pick here, but maybe they were expecting... Maybe they just expected they're gonna win their lane so hard that it does not matter. They're going to take the Spectre out. Why do they take the Spectre out? Pretty bulky hero, I guess. Very hard for the Pugner to burst down. They remove the Invoker. And they're going to pick the Wraith King. So the Invoker, that mana drain, very annoying. They were also thinking that they could go for the Invoker because of that Nyx Assassin pick right at the start. It does make sense. The Invoker is more of a greedier type of hero, which synergizes well when you have a Bloodseeker, some sort of like mid-tempo, mid-game type of tempo hero. And let's see what RNG is going for. The last pick. The Decizer. Did he really need... Morph is a good ban. Yeah, I like the Morph ban. I think it was a pretty good decision. They don't have a lot of reserve time, so we're gonna know pretty shortly. Guys, I'm gonna give you the option to vote if you're on Twitch. So yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, drop by the Twitch stream, vote for the team you think is gonna win. Oh, the Alchemist. So who's winning a game 1? You have RNG for number 1, and you have Final Tribe for number 2. Vote, enjoy yourselves, guys. Hopefully you're having a great game. Hopefully we're gonna have a great game. And yeah, it's a pleasure to be with all of you here in this beautiful, beautiful day. At least in Brazil, it's a beautiful day. Pretty sunny. So maybe the Final Tournament assumed Pugna made from RNG. So they ban stuff that can work in the side lanes and offers a magical burst. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Let's go for this. So let's check the votes here. It looks like it is a pretty even tie between both teams. So RNG, you know, a team with Monet, Stay, 343, SRF, and Afu. A team that a lot of people were considering to be very, very strong. And if we check here this image that I was displaying, you can see that they're okay. You know, they're kind of tied with Final Tribe right now. So this game is important because it sets both teams apart from each other unless they tie. I guess you cannot tie, right? This is a real BO3, I think. I'm pretty sure. Although I did not cast a BO3 in this tournament just yet. But yeah, there you have it. We should be starting shortly, and it is amazing to have all of you guys here. I know there's this huge, high production value full of amazing casters, and you guys decided to be here, so I greatly appreciate your company and you know, all your love. So it looks like Final Tribe here has the advantage, 7 against 3. Thanks for voting, guys. Thanks for participating. I really appreciate everyone being here, and let's start. Okay. Hopefully we're not gonna have any pauses. The charge here already being called by Monet, and I think Lina should be stomping Alk mid if they have that matchup. Well, the thing is, Mr. Kimball Dota, the Alchemist, he gets destroyed by any hero. You know, there's really no lane that the Alchemist properly wins. But here's the thing. This hero is a great jungler. He can go there, just farm some junglerinos, while the Bloodseeker is creating chaos, while the bird is just Icarus diving everyone. And even if he gets outlaned, which he most likely will, he could have a good game and just show us who's boss. So we're gonna have to wait and see here how this Alchemist versus Linear lane is going to pan out. He does look oh Jesus Christ, like the Lina is going to be in the mid lane. In fact, the Lina also has a pretty good ward here. On this side of the map, we also see this ward here from the Final Trap trying to set up. They have that arrow potential. They have the Wyvern prepared, but it does not look as RNG is going for this, or maybe they will. They're closing the gap. Jonathan Fan hiding in the trees. Can they get the Berserker's Call arrow? Everyone holding Pale, holding him running in place. Cannot forget it. He does not. It's actually 3 bounty runes going towards the Final Tribe. The arrow flies out. It doesn't look like they're gonna have enough damage. Nice body blocks here from Hanskin, but ultimately I think it does not matter, or maybe it does. The Impale holds Hanskin in place. Another Battle Hunger. Do they have another arrow? 2 seconds for it. it doesn't look like they will commit. And this is the start of the game. A pretty decent showing here by Final Tribe, stealing bounties from the Alchemist, which is always good. Oh, LSA. Oh, baby. The LSA into the deny. Alright, so for now, it looks like the Alchemist here is gonna struggle a little bit. Denies here already coming through. That LSA level 1 pretty good versus the Alchemist. Then we're gonna have a Nyx Assassin Pugna lane. And the Bloodseeker Bird lane versus the Murana and the Support Axe, actually, from Hanskin. So, pretty interesting decisions here. They will commit that Battle Hunger. The Fire Spirits do not land on the Axe, actually, but will land on Jonathan Fan. Not really sure about the pronunciation. Okay, so kind of a slow start. Some action happening here top. Monet has those boops. I really like that he did get the magic stick here. Pretty interesting item versus the support axe that just spams the battle hunger. Stay level 2 has 4. Oh, this is kind of weird, right? Yeah. So 4 CS versus the 6 and 3 from the laner. Pretty expected. Struggling already to get those right clicks, but he does get the range creep right there. And the LSA, once again, just booping him. And this is a lot of damage here to Chess. He can output tanks. Shoot at fire. So look at the denies. Oh, Pugna, he's pretty low. He could be dying. The Splinter Blast, the Fairy Fire, allowing him to survive one last hit. And it will come through. They do get the Pugna and first blood for the Final Tribe here in this offlane. Wraith King, you know. A lot of people saw playing that offlane Wraith King, but it looks like Final Tribe, they still are fond of that hero and they make it work. They get a kill onto the core Pugna. Speaking of Wraith King, he's actually ahead of the pack in terms of last hits here, ahead of everyone. The Monet Bloodseeker just ties it. Mid lane, it looks like Chess is starting to tick down because of that annoying acid spray. That's pretty good for the out. He's gonna have a safer lane. Already has 2 cells here, so he is definitely preparing for a lot of harass that will come through that Lena. Now Hanskin here actually comes bottom, just being a nuisance. They actually ended up switching lanes, it looks like. Mr. Frost goes top, and Monet is not gonna live. He thinks this is very comfortable for him. The Fire Spirits, you know, definitely a nuisance here against the Wraith King, and yeah, the game is relatively even. In terms of CS here, it does look like 3 out of 4 heroes from the top CS come from Final Tribe, so that is pretty good for them. The Lena ahead of everyone else, but ahead of everyone on the dire side. But we do see Monet doing pretty well here. Alchemist gets the Basilius first before the Aquila, so Aquila wants to have that armor here versus the Lena, and the mana region is definitely good because he wants to keep on spamming those acid sprays, because that's the only way to actually harass the Lena and get CS reliably. Now SRF here in this bottom lane has 1 salve onto him. Decided to get boots first. Interesting. Looks like he's going for a shtick and also the arcane boots. But yeah, overall, just a lot of poking. Monet finally level 3 here, so has 1 of each spell. Interesting. And the Alchemist just farming this area here. I guess he tried to go for a stack and maybe failed. You usually see the Alchemist rotating, stacking and farming this. But it's unfortunate he was not able to get that little stackerino. And we already have a level 5 chassis versus the level 4 stay. He's not doing that bad, actually. He is relative, like, considering this game, he's like 1 level behind Alina, and that's like expected. You cannot do much better than that, I think. In terms of last hits, though, definitely struggling there. He is the least farm of all the cores in this game. Probably not in terms of net worth, just because of how beautiful the Grievous Greed can be. But the Lina, already level 6 here, shoving this lane, whereas Stay, still level 5. Gets his own ward here, wants to know when the Lina rotates, and that's actually a pretty good ward. I really like it. Oh, there you have it. The Spike Carapace does not find Hanskin. They stun the Murana, but they were not able to get the bounty anyways. SRF does dodge the arrow. Alright. They're gonna buy a smoke here on the bird, and it looks like Monet here thinks, oh, he gets booped. Little center being annoying. Era still holding on to that Splinter Blast here. Oh, nice CS here by Monet, just getting everything. He's not gonna leave any CS for Era to steal. And as that happens, Frost is also farming, doing very, very well. Second in the net worth here from the Dire side, and Chessie, he's just retreating the lane. He doesn't want to pressure the tower. He just wants to make sure that whatever farm Alchemist is getting is coming from the jungle and not the lane. It looks like I missed a kill onto the Pugner here, but Afu is going to be fine. He was playing with the courier there, gets a couple of items. It looks like he gets himself some wards. Monet doing well in CS, but still level 4 against the level 5 of Frost, so needs to be careful. The stun with the zombies being laid out. Nice blood right. It will do a lot of damage, and one of the beauties of having this Bloodseeker versus all rotation from the Pugna, the damage from that Icarus dive, they're gonna get the Blood Rage onto the Wraith King, but that's also dangerous because he's doing a lot of damage. I like the rotation because he's not level 6, but they don't have enough damage for it, and the Splinter Blast zoning Monet quite a bit. The Arctic Burn even gets committed, and look at the damage coming through. They do get the Decrepify onto the Wyvern, and now it's a rotation from the laner, gets stunned, gets silenced by that Blood Rite, but it looks like the poor Pugna is not gonna make it. In fact, they are going to... Oh, away! It TPs away. Alright, so 3 heroes here from RNG. Very, very low. Oh, feels bad. Well, that rotation is, I guess, slightly good for the Alchemist. He gets his level 6. He's going to be able to farm, I guess, at least one wave of creeps here, as Hanskin is forced to disengage because of the acid spray. But needs to be careful because the laner is quickly approaching already. In terms of net worth here, how are we doing? It looks like the Alchemist is ahead of the Lina, even though he got pretty... he's being out-leveled, and he was forced out of the lane. So that is just how Alchemist works. The phase boots are finally done onto the Lina here. And, okay, that's it. Oh, Afu gets 1 boop. It looks like the Bloodseeker is waiting for a pull here. Doesn't want to show where he is. Hanskin gets a sentry, looking for vision, looking for a ward from Final Tribe, and he is most likely going to find it. That's a pretty good spot, right? Because you get these lane wards as well as this ward right here, unless it's like way into the low area. Oh, Lena, they're gonna find a call. Oh, if they can get this Alchemist, he pops the ult. Is it enough tankability? It is not. The region was not enough. Nyx Assassin doesn't have an Impale, and he cannot stop those heroes. The ward here from Final Tribe scouting that the Alchemist was there, and they get the kill. Hanskin, nice rotations here. The support Axe allowing the Lena to get a kill. Monet gets himself level 5. We'll pop that Blood Rage. Middle lane, we do see Chessie just farming. Okay. Impale. Boop. Boop. Bottom lane. The Blood Rage is going to be utilized. It looks like the Rupture was used onto the SMFam, but they're going to lose the Bloodseeker anyways. Can they get the kill onto them run? And no, they can. The Rupture is going to wear off, and the Fire Spirits were not enough damage. So this is a 5-0. Final Tribe getting kills everywhere. Can this Alchemist be the difference maker? Can they actually win this game out of outfarming the cores onto Final Tribe? So... in terms of farm, it looks like the only hero ahead of the Alchemist is the Wraith King. He is farming the jungle very effectively. He already has Shreds and Aquila going for the Radiance, but the Alchemist is already chasing, already looking for kills. And Era, I think he was trying to go for a ward, but he's going to get spotted. There is no Rupture for 14 seconds. Can they find a kill on the little birdie? It looks like the Icarus DeVoe will be successful, but a right click from the Axe finds that kill, and he call the Lagunar Blade with a double LSA. The arrow is not going to land Monet very low. It looks like he will find that kill. The Blood Rite is not going to be enough for him to disengage. Nice double Impale, but still 8-1 in Final Tribe. They grab the game by the balls, and it looks like they're also going to get 4 bounty runes here. There is no hero from RNG that will be... oh no. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh boy, this is not what RNG wants. Suddenly this is a 4,000 gold lead, and it could have been so different if they actually had those bounties. The Alchemist would make so much use of it. Already has 4 points in the Grievous grid here. Needs to keep on farming, needs to get that relic as fast as possible, because the final tribes timings are starting to get done. It's going to be a new scepter onto the laner. The axe going for the blink dagger. It looks like we're going to see an armlet onto the rift. So he's not gonna have the blink dagger just now. He's going for that a pretty standard item, but it's not initiation, so he gives, I guess, some time for the Alchemist to keep on farming. But he is on a clock for sure. It looks like they actually get a kill onto Hanskin here. The rupture being used to kill that axe, and they are finally, you know, upping their kill score by 100%, which is pretty good. Now Era with the Moonlight Shadow stay. What the hell are you doing here? It looks like he wanted to contest that huge stack, and now a pause. Oh boy. Keyboard not working. Oof. The next pick worked out. I mean, I wouldn't say it worked out. They're losing the early game pretty hard here. Like, it was not as, like, it was okay. The problem was losing the 4 bounties. Like, not only losing 4 bounties is bad, but when you have an Alchemist, it is extra bad, because you really need those bounties to kind of accelerate your Alchemist a little bit. Like, he could have, I'm not sure how much gold the bounties give at this stage. It doesn't really show, but, like, it would be so much more gold. Like, oof. 3.5 multiplier. Imagine how, like, that would be like maybe 500 gold for him, maybe more. Like if it's 100 gold, then you get 2. Suddenly that's 700, right? Jesus. New mic is beautiful. Liking the stream. Thanks, Dara, MCN, Amon Kira, Alex. Oh, there you go. The Winter's Curse holding the Alchemist in place. Oh, so many little skeletons and the Lena in the high ground. That is a dead Alchemist, and that is a delayed Radiance for sure. In the middle lane, we do see a smoke from the Phoenix, but that is a level 4 bird. Where is your egg, little Phoenix? You need to be able to create space for that Alchemist, and right now, there's not much she can do. They will TP the Bloodseeker here. There's no rupture, but the Icarus Dive will slow that hero. Oh no! The Impale missing chassis with those little side steps. It doesn't look like they have a way of stopping that, and this is so costly. They kill the Radiant mid, and the Lena just disengaging. Oh god. This is looking bad. The Alchemist once again trying to wait for that little stack, but look at that. They actually, I thought that there was vision here from the Dire, but for now there is no Dire vision, which works pretty well. Double stack. Oh, nicely done, nicely done. Yes, the double stack. That's definitely necessary when you're so far behind. He actually bought the Radiance before he died, so he didn't lose a lot of gold, but he's also farming slower because he doesn't have that item. Does RNG really have a plan if this goes past 30 minutes? I mean, of course you do. You have Aghanim Scepters for all your cores, for all your heroes. And I don't think the Final Tribes draft is, like, great in the late game. You know, Lena is fine, Wraith King is fine, but they're not the, you know, late game menaces. Tower looks like it will fall. They do not have a... Now they finally used the glyph, so that's why it's on cooldown. And Monet here trying to defend, has 2 points in that blood right, but it's not gonna be enough. Armlet already done. It looks like the Blink Dagger onto the Wraith King is soon to follow. The axe very close to the Blink Dagger as well. Wyvern just gets himself a bunch of Observer Wards here, trying to get vision around the RNG side of the map. And the Mirana with this beautiful Dragon Lance. Dire Scan looking for heroes, does not find this little Pugner here. It's just hiding, looking to get this tower, but he doesn't really have more mana for the Nether Blast. He's going to TP back to his base, and as that happens, Mr. Stay, he is more than halfway done towards that relic, but okay, he actually disjoins. Nicely done, disjoining the stun there from the Wraith King with his ult. Going to be fine. The Moonlight Shadow even being committed. That's a pretty hefty, pretty big cooldown. The bottom lane, we do see Hanskin just hiding here. 4 points in that Battle Hunger, still doesn't have the Blink Dagger. What about the bird? Still not level 6, jeez. Vendetta, though, is available. Speaking of the Nyx, it looks like he commits the Spike Carapace. There's going to be a new Scepter with the LSA, and that's more than enough damage. 2 and 10, 6,000 gold. So not only they have an Alchemist, which means you expect them to be ahead in gold, they are down 6,000 at 14 minutes. This is not where you want to be. The Alchemist, though, stop time. He does have 2,000 gold, but he's farming pretty slow because he's so afraid. When he gets vision of the other heroes here, he can finally show in lane. And let's see if they can finally get some bounty runes here, because for now, they only got 1 bounty the entire game. In the 0-minute mark, they only got 1. Then they got 0. And now stay here, he can farm this area. That's oh, there's even a sack? That's pretty. Oh, baby. Oh, give me those Muggles. Oh, boy. Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Alright, so this is going to be a lot of gold. It looks like in the bottom lane there was there was an egg committed. Huh. Okay. Alright. The Alchemist here trying to set up. Oh, this is kind of greedy, sir. This is very greedy. Get the hell out of here. Oh no, the arrow stay. He does sidestep the arrow. It looks like finally RNG, they get 2 bounties, and this is the Alchemist needing 300 gold only towards that Radiance. And this is most likely going to be a 15-minute Radiance. He gets pretty decent spawns here. Both the Trolls and the Magolems, they make extra spawns, meaning that he will finish that Radiance right now, I want to say. Let's see if it's enough. Ooh. He does it. So he will finally complete that item. The gold advantage becomes slightly less pronounced just because of that radius, but it is all onto these little alchemists here. Look at the cores here, every single core on the dire side, and look at that, he has DL, but he's on level 1. I don't think he has enough burst damage, and he's gonna get taken down. This ward giving vision. If he had level 12, this would be different. They do get the stun onto Winter Wyvern here. Do they have the burst damage? Whereas the Winter's Curse, he will tick down to those fire spirits, so they get the Wyvern, but the Alchemist that once again 0-3 and 0. Not the greatest showing for now.
Double damage.
Alright, so Monet here, can you... Oh my lord, he's going new scepter, first item. This is not good. This is not really a great teamfight item, but I guess, you know, he can stop the axe when he goes for the call. He can dodge the LSA when the scepter is gonna be there, but still, you're not very confident of your Bloodseeker when you're 6,000 go behind and he goes Eels, right? You're not, okay, this is gonna change the game. Speaking of the Bloodseeker though, they're going to get a Rupture, the first leap away. Now the initiation from Frost, a lot of damage here. Monet, the Golden Shower, making him survive for a little bit longer. They do get the Fire Spirits onto Frost, but now the Laguna Blade will find the Nyx Assassin. Can they get this kill? The Radiance will be doing a lot of damage. LSA onto the Alchemist. Nice egg, setting up. Can this Alchemist tank enough damage? No, he can't. And the egg is going to proc, but I'm not sure this is going to be enough. 2 heroes that already on that side. The Blood Raid is not going to clip on chest, and he goes back and look at that. That is a Winter's Curse that buys time. The bird trying to get Monet in the... Oh god, so much damage. Culling Blade flies out to get the Wraith King, but they're gonna lose everyone but this little Pugner. Oh boy. SRF? Oh. Okay, sorry guys. SRF. I, still a little bit sick. Nice, you Scepter. Yeah. So, how is the... I mean, it's also a way to set up the Blood Right, I guess. So, if you find the Morana, she can really lip away if you do it right. I don't know. How much... What's the setup here? 2.6. She can most likely disengage. I don't know. So, what should the Bloodseeker build instead of the Scepter? I don't know. I think Blade Mail would be pretty good. But... it is just a hard game, you know? They also... I think... Oh. I don't really know why he went for the Scepter here. Like, I like the Scepter when your team has very little lockdown and you don't want people... Oh, hello, that's going to be a call on the little bird. I'm not really sure where the vision is coming from, but it doesn't matter. It is a dead bird. The Crepify from the Pugner was not enough to stop that one. They do get a reward here, nicely done by RNG. Gold advantage still at 6,000. It looks like the Alchemist is going for maybe Blink, maybe Asha. We're not really sure. But I would like to see the Blink. I think if they can get a good jump, they have the means of bursting the Lina down. She does. She's not a tanky hero, but if she has Nages, I'm not sure. So they're gonna break the Lincolns and they're gonna join the Roshan pit. And it looks like this is gonna be pretty fast. They have little Skellies. They have the chassis LSA, the arrow, and there doesn't seem to be any response from RNG. They're just happy farming. But are you really? Are you really? Because this Aegis is going to be a thorn in your shoes. Maybe Glimmer Cape? Nah, that is way. Like, at least the Scepter gives you mana regen. You know, you can spam Blood Right, you can actually farm pretty fast. Glimmer Cape is definitely like that. There is no item that is as a supporty item. Oh, hello, Scepter. What the hell's happening here? Just randomly uses the Scepter that will set up the... Oh boy, they will get the egg. No, maybe not. There is a double Impale with the Blood Right. They're gonna get the first life. They do lose the egg anyways, but this is actually a pretty good kill. The unstoppable streak. No, the Alchemist does himself. This will be so huge. You know, that's an LSA on 2 heroes, but the Spike Carapace does hold chassis in place. This fight has turnarounds every corner. The Cullen Blade does not get the kill, but they will get the kill with the Splinter Blast. The Cold Embrace buying time for the axe, and they will disengage. We're getting close to Boundary Runes. I would like to see RNG just going there. They do, yeah, the Phoenix draws in the map. I'm not sure if they're gonna be able to, because there's already a Wraith King here. Oh, they're gonna lose every bounty again. Oh no, the gold will definitely pile up towards the final tribe once again. Alright, they're gonna pop that Moonlight Shadow. It looks like they do have this recently placed ward here. They will get Vision of the Nyx and Handskin. Oh, Monet. They could get the jump on you, and they will. There's the arrow. Where's the double Impale? Only gets one. The Culling Blade is not even needed. The Shrine gonna get used. Okay, they do get that LSA, but look at that. He's gonna send himself the BKB onto Chassis. The LSA is gonna be there. Nice to Crapify, maybe by time, but not enough. That is a wicked 6 streak for Mr. Chassis, and this game is a wash. We had the meme score right there, the 420. 3 heroes dead on the side of RNG, and yeah, boys, it doesn't seem to be getting easier as time unfolds. The way Final Tribe controlled the Bounty Runes, the way they were able to win their lanes and never let go, making this game super hard for RNG. And now, even though they don't have the Aegis, they do have those little Skellies, they have a Catapult Wave, and it looks like they want to pressure this a little bit more. They do get some damage with that Blood Right. The Fire Spirits making it hard for the Final Tribe to deal damage, but even then, that tower is already half HP. They do get a good Rupture on Chujon SMFM. Nice Blood Right. The leap away to the high ground. He's not gonna get silenced. The Impale will miss once again, so yeah, Awful struggling a little bit with that Nyx.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh boy, so... I do like that Alchemist went for the Blink Dagger. I mean, this game could have been so much different. When the Aegis popped there, if the Alchemist actually lands the concoction onto the laner, that would be so different. But he was just 0.5 seconds too early, and he stunned himself. So like, oh man, that was so costly. Because if they can burst the Lina, the momentum of the fight will change completely. Like the Alchemist could kill everyone, but and he hard committed to the Blink as well, so he's farming slower. Doesn't have a Manta. It's gonna take a while until he finished that. It looks like RNG, they go for a smoke gank here in the bottom lane, trying to protect the Alchemist that is not smoked. They're gonna try and pressure this tower a little bit. They will pop Moonlight Shadow onto the side of Final Tribe, and they will go for this tower. The Moonlight Shadow revealing everyone. They just want to make sure the other heroes that are not committing for the tower are not showing, so there's no initiation. Can they trade? The Nether Blast start piling up here in the bottom lane. Oh, it looks like Final Tribe. They're gonna go again. There is another Cardi here. They will take the Cardi down. Nice. Blood Right is pretty good at holding the high ground. Impale on just one. The Spike Carapace gets baited and no damage coming through Final Tribe. The tower already half HP. Another Blood Right chest with a double damage. Does not care. Pops the Scepter to dispel that. Silence and Frost just baiting that stun, but never hard committing for it. It looks like once again they do a lot of damage to a tower, and they're going to disengage with RNG not even getting the bottom one. Oh boy. So yeah, 13,000 gold for Final Tribe. Let's check their items. It looks like Wyvern has a beautiful Wader lens already done. EX with the Blink Dagger, Hood of Defiance, BKB on Stelina, going for that beautiful Aghanim Scepter. The pure damage is going to be insane. Morana with another BKB, so no Maelstrom. Pretty interesting that he skipped that completely. And now Wraith King here with the Blink Blade Mail. Only 4 kills on the side of RNG, so pretty rough game for them just now. The Scepter though, down onto the Bloodseeker. BKB's his next item of choice. I heard an arrow here. It looks like Era. Can they get the kill? They're gonna lose the Alchemist in this. Oh no, the damage coming from the Mirana. That is a dead Nether Ward, and they're chasing for more. Can Frost get a Blink Dagger? They're gonna buy back the Wyvern. Maybe they want to end the game right now. No buyback onto the Alchemist, but it looks like they will clear up the wave. Not enough, so there will be no backdoor protection. Let's see how much the final tribe will be able to pressure this. There is no GPM talent on the Phoenix, no egg. This bird is playing from behind ever since the game started, and it's not getting easy. They don't want to let go. They're gonna get this ward down, and it looks like they want to finish this game. Elite Barracks taking damage, no glyph. How the hell are you defending this RNG? I don't know. The Blood Right will be laid out. They are spamming that skill thanks to the Scepter onto the Bloodseeker, and it looks like they will be satisfied with this with that tower. They're gonna be able to get shrines if they want to, and they also have complete control for another set of bounty runes. So out of 4, 8, 12, out of 20 bounty runes, RNG got 3. Yikes. Okay, so yeah, this game is not looking good. Not looking good at all. It looks like the Alchemist blinks out of that arrow. He, you know, offers some decent damage. He's tanky. He has the talents. But this game is pretty rough. I think Dire could just wait for Roshan and then just win the game off. Who needs to pretty much just look at the waves while Monet spams that Blood Right. He's the same level as his Nyx Assassin. That Bloodseeker got a pretty rough game in his hands here. Handskin with an Invis rune has a gem on top of it all, so they need to be careful. Handskin, he is looking, and he is going to find a beautiful little bug. It looks like the call is gonna be set up. They're gonna get, oh nice, the Crapify here. Can they turn this around? They do get the damage with that Battle Hunger on both heroes. The blink from Handskin, RNG, they do have that gem. I'm not sure you can run away. You have to get a godlike Impale right now. Another Spike Carapace stunning the Handskin axe, and it looks like he's gonna be able to walk it off. So buying a lot of time here, creating space. As that happens, it looks like the Alchemist was maybe looking for his mentor here, but for now, he doesn't have the gold. He's gonna be forced to farm the jungle. Alright, so the Bloodseeker has one of the BKB components. The Alchemist farming this area of the map for now unnoticed by Final Tribe, so that's pretty good. He could maybe cut up a wave and disengage. Afu actually trying to pressure this tower here. Very sneaky little bug. So they will TP the Wyvern. They don't want to give any towers. RNG, the Spike Carapace will stun that Wyvern. Can he disengage? I'm not sure he can. Even if he TPs out, there's going to be a Winter's Curse. So he's just trying to buy as much time as possible. He gets right clicked down by a Wyvern. This is one of the most humiliating ways you can die. And oh no, they have vision. And that is a beautiful call arrow combo. Where is the egg? It's not going to be available, and now there's a new Scepter. Okay, he does dodge the LSA, but is it enough damage? Oh, of course it is. The 3 heroes that on the side of RNG. No buyback onto that poor Bloodseeker. The Pugna goes for a Dagon, but there's BKBs done already, Pugna. I'm not sure you're going to be able to win this game with that, and they will commit for the melee barracks. They do not have Glyph on the Radiant side for 2 minutes, and now it's Save versus the world. They don't even buy back the little Phoenix. The LSA just making sure the attack speed onto the Lena is there, and this will be the first lane of barracks. Final Tribe, they get it. Alright. This game, okay, so let's ask you guys something. So does RNG have a higher than 5% chance of winning this? Yes or no? Guys, you have to be on Twitch chat to vote. As we vote, it looks like they might prove us right or wrong. They do commit a smoke, and it looks like they are finally ready to do something, to make a move. Oh, the illusion. He gets blocked here. I'm not sure if they noticed that, but Guys, you have to type 1 or 2 if you want to vote. You don't have to type no or yes. Alright? Oh, they're gonna find Frost, but that is the worst hero for them to find in Hanskin. He's nicely positioned here, just waiting for his call. The Bo3 is gonna be there, silencing them. But there you have it. That is the jump from Hanskin. And now the Usurper holding the little Nyx down. Nice. Carapace stuns some heroes. But where the hell is the Alchemist? Where's the damage? The Alchemist is nowhere to be seen. He does not want to follow up into that fight. And it looks like not only they get 2 kills, Roshan is up. They do not scout it out. It looks like they might be interested in finding the Alchemist because there was vision of it. But yeah, it will join the Roshan pit. And I mean, even if the Alchemist wanted to contest this, they have vision. The Mirana already looking for it. Hanskin finds the call with the arrow. The damage is going to be there. Even Jesse with a TP. That is a Cullen Blade. And that is on my way. X likes this very much. Being spammed by Hanskin. Nicely done. No, we have some. Okay, there are people that believe. There are people that believe here in RNG, but after this engagement, I'm not sure they are believers anymore. Anyways, it looks like this is going to be a pretty much free Roshan for the final tribe. The Alchemist at least got the Mentor done. It looks like the Phoenix finally gets the GPM talent. That's cool. That's nice. This Fire Spirit's the wave. Trying to... Alright, Alpha. He gets 2 bounty runes. I want to clap for that, guys. I want to clap because this is so much gold that they were lacking. They finally get 1 bounty rune, and the Alchemist is very happy. Look at that gold. He pretty much had no gold. Suddenly, he is just swimming in it. Alright, so... Arrow flying out. It looks like Janessum Fam is going for a Lincoln Sphere. Doesn't want those concoctions stopping the Mirana. Afu just camping here. The gem still onto the axe. They actually kind of pinged it out. So Afu may be positioned to break a smoke, but you always... Oh, the smoke is there. You're gonna smoke behind Frost. He's already level 18, so has that pretty low cooldown reincarnation. Oh, Jesse, you need to be so careful right now. The Impale is here. Can you turn this fight around the Dagon? But Jesse pops the BKB double call. 2 heroes dead on RNG. They do have buyback, and I think they will be forced to use it. Monet uses the Usurper trying to dispel the battle hunger. The egg is gonna be here. Can they get it down? Yes, they can. Where's your Rupture, Monet? I am waiting for it. It looks like it's not onto the Mirana. In fact, they're gonna get another double call. Hanskin, he is playing like a god, and it looks like Stay. It doesn't find 1 target. They get... Oh no, there's a Code Embrace. 2 extra buybacks onto the side of RNG. Another concoction flies out, but it doesn't seem to be enough. The Golden Shower doing work. Can they get the kill? But they still have Reincarnate onto this Wraith King. And look at that. That's a double LSA. This is everyone's stun on the side of RNG. Jesus Christ. This is a stun, Monet. I think this game is more likely over. They got no kills. They bought back every single hero in their teammate game. No buybacks. They got no kills on the side of Final Tribe. Jesus Christ. My mouse is frustrated. Oh boy. Okay, so Stay. Yeah. Going towards that BKB. Eventually there's gonna be a BKB onto that Alchemist. He is top of the net worth, but doesn't seem to be enough for now. Look at the Bloodseeker. Look at this Bloodseeker. Jesus Christ. He's behind every support on the Dire. He's behind his Opagner. This is the face of sadness. Regret. Disappointment. Monet. Oh boy. So it looks like this is another smoking from Final Tribe. It could be the nail in the coffin. I mean, Final Tribe, they played very slow. They played very cautiously, which is, you know, always nice to play when you want to win this minor. You want to go to the major. You don't want to be, alright, another impay. Launch the Lena. The call is not gonna land. They do get a good carapace here. Can they get the sounds? Oh my lord, that used to be an assassin. They're gonna get that one. And now the egg's gonna be laid out with some fire spirits going. Can Chessie get this kill? They're trying to stop Chessie from right-clicking the egg. It looks like they might be able to. The first egg of the game. The Code Embrace is going to be there, but not enough. The Bloodrite finds the kill. Somehow RNG, can they get this X call? The Golden Shower is not enough, but the Blink Dagger from the Alchemist could be enough. Can they find Hanskin? He forced Cephas to the high ground. He's going to be fine. And now it looks like they are engaging Jonas, and he's not afraid of that Alchemist. There is a Lincoln available. They do stun the Wraith King. The call is not going to be on point. Battle Hunger chasing the Alchemist. Oh no, Alchemist buyback from Chessie. It looks like you are done. GG flies out. And this is game 1 between RNG and a Final Tribe. Guys, thank you very much for being here, watching this game with me. It is a pleasure having you around, and we will be going for game 2. So hopefully you guys are going to enjoy the ride. And yeah, I'll be right back. Thanks.
Last year we went to the eye. I remember your smile reflecting the light. We didn't care what tomorrow would bring. There was only right now, the sun was alive. I can still see you walk down the shore, holding in all the secrets, kept me waiting for the answer. The answer. We can do it all again. I know. Somewhere down the line we're meant to come back home. We can do it all again. I know. I know. Somebody said it's only those who can die young. Get the most out of the life under the sun. Oh, I know it's not true. I've seen the future, and it's brighter than the air when we are together. It's brighter than the air when we are together. Last day, saw you in town. Didn't care to say hi, you were in a rush. Let's say I'll see you again. Would you care to sit down? Or was it just a crush? I see you walk down the street, holding in all the secrets, kept me waiting for the answer. The answer. We can do it all again. I know. Somewhere down the line we're meant to come back home. We can do it all again. I know. I know.
try so hard to fade away. I try so hard to fade away, but something's forcing me to stay. It'd be easier for me if I turn away to flee, oh. But there's something holding on in the way of being long gone. I'm so lost without you. I won't make it without you.
Dan en el beat de producer.
Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today.
Yo, guys, I had an emergency. I'm not gonna be able to broadcast the next game, unfortunately. Yeah, just go for main stream.
Purchase your
Maybe I'll show you.
tracks
And what's up, D2BOWIE is a failure. My biggest fan.